Good afternoon. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report. We'll do first sports first. The Royals win 2 out of 3 from the Angels, and will have the toughest 20-game stretch of the season as they'll play a lot of teams over 500 in the stretch. The NL East margin is slimmer since the Phillies have struggled in the second half, but still better than the Royals, and still one of the best teams in the National League at 74-53. The Royals are 71-56 and tied for second place with the Twins, and ahead of the third place wild card, and tied for second for the wild card with the Twins, of course. The Royals look to grab the first game against the Phillies. Royals are 71-56, and the Phillies are 74-53, as we mentioned. Tonight at Kauffman Stadium, they look to grab the first game the Royals do. Michael Walker will be on the mound for the Royals. He's had a good season with a 3.33 ERA. Tajon Walker has not had a great season for the Phillies, but they are very good. The Phillies are hitting Kyle Schwarber at leadoff spot, surprisingly. Alec Boehm and Turner will be players to watch out for, and Bryce Harper. The 1, 2, 3, and 4 hitters need to do well for the Royals tonight. That is number 1, Michael Massey. Number 2, shortstop Bobby Witt Jr. Third, Pasquash Vinny Pasquantino, and Salvador Perez will hit fourth. The Royals' production needs to be better at the bottom. Of course, has been last couple days. Hunter Harvey from the former National is looking to return this weekend, but had a setback. This is according to CBS Sports. Game time tonight is at 7:10. It's not the best night for the Chiefs, but it didn't have to be. They played the third stringers. Kadarius Toney, we'll see if he makes a team. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is on the active roster prediction, but it will see interesting to see if he is a cut. 31-14, the Bears win. The Chiefs, there's only 2 teams that have won the Super Bowl that have finished 0-3 season. Seems to matter less and less. September 5th will be the Ravens versus the Chiefs AFC Championship as the Chiefs try to a three-peat. Now let's look at the prediction from the Kansas City Star on the roster. Patrick Mahomes and Carson Wentz will be the first 2 quarterbacks. Isaiah Pacheco, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Carson Steele. Wide receiver, Rashid Rice, Xavier Worthy, Hurt Marquise Brown, Hollywood, next nickname, Justin Watson, Sky Moore, McCole Hardman, and Justin Ross, which leaves Kadarius Toney out. Offensive linemen, Jawan Taylor, Trey Smith, Creed Humphry, Joe Tooney, Kingsley Santamaia, Wanye Morris, Michael Cladey,
Mike
Caliendo, Lucas Niang, Hunter
Norzad.
To read more, visit this link. Look up Chiefs roster final prediction. Final projection for the Bears. Quarterback Caleb Williams, Tyson Badgett. Those are the 2 quarterbacks. Running back DeAndre Swift, Kayla Herbert, Ruskin Johnson, Vazquez Jones. Fullback Jerry Kai Blasting. Wide receiver DJ Moore, Kellen Allen, Romeo Ordonez, Taylor Scott, Dante Pettis, Colin Johnson. That's 6. 3 tight ends, Cole Kmet, Gerald Everett, and Marcus Lewis. Offensive line, Brax Jones, Trayvon Jenkins, Coleman Shelton, Nate Davis, Journal White, Ryan Best, Cardinal MGA Matt Proga. This is also according to ESPN. Chiefs have signed Creed Humphry to a 4-year deal, $72 million extension, including $50 million guaranteed. The deal makes Humphry the highest paid center in the NFL. Now, according to everyone, but was originally according to ESPN.
Experiences. What I've done is actually taken some of the common ones from the experts and aligned it with my own personal experiences and consolidated the practices into 2 categories. The first one is have faith in humanity and give people the benefit of the doubt. Let me share a story. When I used to live in California, my commute to work was 1 hour and 40 minutes, one way. So you can imagine my level of patience with people who would drive slow in front of me. Fast forward to 2 years. I was put in a situation where I had to deliver food from point A to point B. And if you know anything about Indian food, you know there's always curry involved. I had just bought my car too, 6 months ago. So picture this, my brand new car, 3 large trays of curry, 1 in front, 2 in the back on the floor. And this is me driving that car, really slow. Can you imagine what I'm thinking right now? I'm actually saying, I'm so sorry to all the people for 2 years that I had said things that I should have never said. That experience taught me to give people the benefit of doubt. I would have never imagined that delivering food will teach me giving people the benefit of the doubt. So the bigger lesson here is always be aware of your situation. Always be in your moment. Pay attention, be focused, because you never know where your next life learning lesson is going to come from. This is a perfect segue into our second category, which is practice mindfulness, both mentally and physically. Until a few years ago, I had very limited understanding of mindfulness. I always associated it just with yoga or meditation. Even though I personally don't practice them as much as I should, but people who do say that it helps them with mental clarity and physical fitness. While the ultimate goal still remains to engage in the practices that helps you achieve mindfulness, people often say that they don't have the time or the resources to dedicate to such form of mental and physical exercise. So in my research and my personal experiences, I started looking into achieving same goals with the things that we do in our daily lives. You must have noticed my 3 water breaks during the talk, but what you didn't know that they were intentional. Because every time I have to stand up in front of audience and speak, 300 plus audience and speak on the stage, my mouth starts to get dry, my stomach starts to growl, and the body feels dehydrated. So those sips of water actually helped me relax and calm down. And the time that it took me to take those sips of water helped me to reflect on the material that I was supposed to say, the key elements, make sure that I haven't missed any of those, so I can stay focused on the remaining of my talk. No doubt that meditation and yoga might be the purest form of practicing mindfulness, but keep in mind, everyday moments, when lived intentionally, can also provide you with mindful life. I hope I'm leaving you with more questions than answers, so you can use them to keep your perception and your reality in sync before you make your next decision. Thank you.
Now on to perception versus reality as we finish up that video. Hopefully we finished it. If not, we'll have one more episode. I went to school in Carbondale, Illinois, the options program, and all of my friends were leaving, and so I decided to leave myself. And I had a good scholarship of about $12,000. At that time, we thought living in the dorms might be a good plan, might be a good way to meet people, and maybe I have to. We didn't know. But politically and just not being my friends and not very nice people, I got the perception from day one that Lynn would be a bad place. And guess what? My reality came true because I believed it. Lynn could be a great place for somebody else. A good perception of Kansas City would be changed. Kansas City is a place I heard came with bad place in mind, but I knew I had some support from my family and got more support as the times have gone on. My image of Kansas City has changed to a good place that is now back to an established support system. My perception of Kansas City is now home again. My perception has changed. Somebody's else reality, if they moved here from out of the country, their perception may be that my place of where I was from may be a better place. Or Kansas City may be better, may not be as good. It's just all about your perception versus reality. That's Sam on mental health and Sam on sports.